What happens if NATO doesn't protect us? What happens if the military doesn't act on our behalf? Then we're effed. Then we're effed. Because you know what? You know who also waited for international protection that never came? Rwanda, 1994. The Rwandan Tutsis were waiting for protection they never got. But in 100 days, 800,000 of them were taken. Why? Because the international community, they didn't have jurisdiction or interest. In the United States, the international community is as scared as Americans are of martial law. They're scared of the United States because of the military capacities. Why do you think they're going to come save a population that isn't theirs? Now, for some reason, Americans think that just because we're Americans, that other countries are automatically going to say, hey, let's go help them. No, you're scared of the military. You're scared of the American government. How wouldn't they be scared of the American government? What's more important, you or the trade relationships that they have with the United States? What's more important, you or the military relationship that the United States has with these countries? See, we're coming close to the point of no return. He's gutting the federal agencies. He's giving buyouts to the federal government. He's purging the federal government. And it's funny because everyone keeps saying, midterms, Democrats will protect us. We just have to donate to them. What have they been doing? No, the labor, who was it? The labor lady, she was fired and walked out of her job by security. What did the Democrats do? Nothing. You see, the Democrats' strategy is to use traditional challenges, to use litigation, which drags on and takes a long time, to use decorum to convince Republicans to not do what they're doing. It is an absolute betrayal of the American people, of the constitutional republic, and every single Democrat who has voted to approve a cabinet pick for Donald Trump should be voted out of office, should be canceled, should be removed from any future government role. Yes, I'm looking at you, Cory Booker. The guts that should exist in the Democratic Party does not. And if we wait on political willingness to save us, then it won't. Joe Biden's three-letter agencies are on their way out. Once that's completed and it's only King Mango, you're not gonna get any investigation. You're not gonna get any impeachment. What? That's ridiculous for us to think that traditional means of challenging this are gonna work. It is not. We're gonna have to force resolve on the Democratic Party. And if you don't want to do that, then you're just gonna sit around and do nothing. As our country falls into fascism, like our forefathers would be so mad that we're cowards. We're cowards because that's what Joe Biden taught us how to be. We're cowards because that's what the Democratic Party wants us to be. How does the poem go? They came for the immigrants, but they're trying to provoke us. So let's not do anything. They came for the transgender, but they're trying to provoke us. So let's not do anything. They came for women, but they're trying to provoke us. So let's not do anything. But then they came for you. And then who was there to protect you? Because people also think that they're just trying to provoke violence, right? And that's the thing. Americans now are acting as if martial law is something that just came about and is a new threat. No, every single dissident in history, every single resistance in history has had to deal with a very violent government response. And if they just lay down and allowed for it, then they would continue in that reality. You see, we wouldn't have gone out of the monarchy had we not fought back. You know, I'm not saying to do that right now. However, I'm saying if you are paralyzed by your fear of the government, then just accept that we're going to be in a tyranny and don't do anything. The difference between me and you is that if you accept that, it probably means that you would be the one to snitch out the Jew instead of protecting them because you want to abide by the government, right? You don't want to face the wrath of the government. And as a reality, you're going to sacrifice this country. You're not going to do anything to defend it, just like the Democratic Party. So if NATO doesn't do anything, if the military doesn't do anything, then this is our reality. This is our reality. I know I'm going to be a dissident. I know I'm going to fight back. But are you? That's a question. If not all Americans do, then this country is effed.